The multiplayer update is here, and with it comes UI changes including a completely changed menu system, a really cool backdrop, and of course the multiplayer feature itself. Now there's a lot to unpack here, so let's just jump into the first chapter of the Book of Beat Saber. A lot of really good things came with this update. A new UI, a new backdrop, and basically a completely new feel to this game's main menu and menu system in general. And the menu system may have been considered to be a bit boring and just very simple to some people. Personally, I really like the main menu how it was before, but it is nice to see a change after it stayed the same for almost a year. And having the changed main menu in solo makes it feel a bit like you just synced up your Spotify track to Beat Saber, and it feels like they just got a lot of inspirations from Spotify. I may just seem really weird to you guys, but that's just the kind of vibe that I got. And overall, the game changing and the updating, especially the backdrop. The backdrop was the thing I'll agree needed to be changed. Was an awesome secondary thing about this update. And along with this update came the introduction of avatars to Beat Saber. And that really adds a lot of customizability and the potential of in-game cosmetic items in the future. Very smart move by Beat Games. Or Facebook. When I first heard about Beat Saber adding a multiplayer feature to their game, the first thing I said was, why? Because I didn't feel like this game really needed a multiplayer. To be clear, I still feel that way, but having a multiplayer is kinda cool, and it was done well. You can still have your custom colors, not really sure about custom sabers as I'm on Quest, and I'll have to wait for a new BF version to come out. We'll talk about that later. And another really good thing that was done well is the UI that you're used to in your level, so your combos, your timer, and your multiplier. And you can see here, when I am in second place, you can see a hologram of the movements of whoever's in first, and you see it's actually, the UI is really out of the way. I've grown to like it. And along with my drive to be better than everyone else around me, I found I actually did really well, which was awesome. Now you can access your own multiplayer lobby, just click create with a code, and then you and your friends can all play together if you don't want to play with strangers, which I can understand if you just want to beat your friends and be better than them. Now if all of your friends are online or you don't have any friends, then you can just go to the quick play, and then you'll be dropped in immediately, probably as a spectator, but the spectate feature is pretty nice in Beat Saber, and can't really complain about it too much. So, when you spawn in, you'll see, as you saw earlier in this footage, you see I can pick my own song, and you can choose, if the map allows it, you can choose your lobby at your own skill level, so you can go Expert Plus, Easy, Normal, Hard, Expert, and Expert Plus. For me, personally, I am Expert Plus, that's just my skill level. So I chose Expert Plus to fit in with people that are like me. And you can choose the one saber and the no arrows if the map allows it. So I chose Origins on the third OST. And that does allow one saber, so of course I had to play it. Always fun. And the timer when you spawn in is at 50, so you can get your custom colors and you pick your map and get it all set up. And at the end, you see everyone's scores and who did the best. As you can see, in this map, I did the best, so you know I had to default dance on them. Now you see his timer's at 45 seconds. If everyone picks their maps and readies up, then that timer goes immediately down to 5. Nice job, Beat Games. It's a random pick of whatever map gets chosen. So you gotta just have to hope that your map gets chosen, to be honest. And you all gotta beat each other's scores on whatever map gets chosen. Now this is where the good things end. This first one affects Quest users who choose to update their game immediately like I did. But you will have to wait for a new BMBF version to come out to get your custom sabers, songs, walls, and blocks back. But if you just wait to update your game, then it'll be a non-issue. You'll just have to wait to play the multiplayer, or so it's really whichever one is more important to you, I suppose. Now this may just be because the update came out a couple hours ago, but I've noticed a lot of disconnection issues, but luckily, no lag. So that's good, that's good. There is no voice or text chat, which in my opinion is sort of a bittersweet thing. On one hand, you don't have to deal with toxic people, trash talkers, and breathing in the mic, because, you know, Beat Saber, it gets sweaty sometimes. But on the other hand, you can't really talk to anyone, and it makes it feel pretty lonely in there. And I'm already very lonely. So that just made me feel worse about my life. So I think this update was one of the best updates yet, and almost any update to a game is always pretty good. I think it's important for all of us gamers to remember that most of the time an update, or if the game doesn't have a test server, is a way for game developers to test out a new idea. If it ends up doing a horrible or flopping, the developers are going to take something from that. Or if it does really well, they're going to take something from that. So it's all about giving them the feedback. Now, I think they actually handled the multiplayer really, really well. And of course, there's always going to be things that improve. I'll have to spend more time with the multiplayer to think about those things, as I've only played it for a couple hours, you know? This is a first look and first opinion on the multiplayer, but I think Beat Saber's headed in a really good direction right now. Well done. Alright guys, that was the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know what I can do better about my voiceover, as this is the first voiceover I'm doing ever. So, of course, if there's anything I can do better, there always is. Just leave it in the comments below with ideas. If you want to get in contact with me, I have a Twitter and a Discord that I linked in the description, and sometimes I stream every once in a century. So you can check out my Twitch channel if you want to catch one of my very rare streams. Guess you'll always just have to be on the lookout. Alright, subscribe if you want more of me, if you like my personality at all. And hope to see you guys in the next one. See you guys later.